U.S. swimmer Michael Phelps spoke today in support of more consistent drug testing for competitive athletics. The retired swimmer testified on Capitol Hill before a congressional committee looking into ways to improve the international anti-doping system. And while Phelps said the U.S. anti-doping agency's demanding drug testing process takes a toll, it's worth it to keep the sport fair and clean.
I can't describe how frustrating it is to see other athletes break through performance barriers in unrealistic timeframes, knowing what I had to do to go through that. I watch how this affected my teammates as well. Even the suspicion of doping is disillusioning for clean athletes. To believe in yourself through sport, you need to be able to believe in the system that safeguards clean sport and fair play. All athletes must be held to the same standards, which need to be implemented and enforced with consistency and independence.
I talked a little bit last night about how Mississippi State gave head football coach Dan Mullen a 4-year extension. Now that extension will keep Mullen on the MSU sidelines through 2021, and according to the school, will pay Mullen $4.5 million in 2017. This is coming off the Bulldogs' first losing season in 7 years. But since taking over as MSU's head coach in 2009, Mullen has guided the team to a 61-42 record and has taken the team to a bowl game in each of his 7 seasons, the longest streak in program history. Mullen is just 12 wins shy of the all-time MSU record. Following a stellar season that saw the MSU women's basketball team earn a second-place finish in the conference, Ford Lady Bulldogs earned SEC honors. Victoria Vivians was named first-team All-SEC for the second straight year, while teammate Morgan William earned her first selection with a nod to the second team. Tiara McCowan claimed sixth Woman of the Year accolades, and Dominique Dillingham was tabbed to the All-Defensive team for the second year in a row. Vivians and William were also named as finalists for the Gillum Trophy. For the 4th time this season, JCJC's Bruce Stevens has been named the MAC-JC Player of the Week. The 6'8 sophomore had 19 points, 11 boards, and 5 blocks in a win over East Central, and then had 17 and 16 against Meridian. Smith is averaging about 17 points and 12 rebounds a game. He has 16 double-doubles in 23 games this season. A second-quarter surge sparked the 16th-ranked Lady Bobcat basketball team to a 20-point win over Holmes College in the first round of the MAC-JC tournament. Lady Bobcats will move on to play Hines tomorrow in the semifinals. JCJC has also qualified for the Region 23 tournament and will play its first round game there on March 7th. After a productive week at the plate and helping Ole Miss to a 5-0 weekend, Rebels outfielder Elantra Cox has been named the SEC Player of the Week. Cox went 10 for 15 with 9 runs, 1 double, an RBI, and 7 stolen bases, while also tying a career high with 4 hits in a win over Colgate. And the Pelicans' DeMarcus Cousins will be suspended for 1 game without pay after the NBA upheld a technical foul, his 18th of the season, from Saturday's game against the Thunder. The tech marked Cousins' NBA-leading 18th of the season and brought his 7-year NBA total to 108. Under NBA rules, a player is automatically suspended 1 game without pay after receiving 16 techs in a season. They face the same penalty for every second technical foul after that. So the Cousins experiment so far has netted 0 wins in New Orleans so far, 0-3, and now he'll be missing the next game.
March.
Not going well.
So yeah.
March, April, May. He might get 16 more techs and suspended again.
That's true.
It's too much
There's
season
a lot
left.
of season left, yeah.
All right.